Welcome everyone, I am your host Mike Revollo, and of course I am joined by none other than the Rapids legend Drew Moor. We're here to talk Rapids 2 playoffs. This is a huge moment for the club, huge moment for the Rapids 2 side. Drew, you've been a part of this process throughout the year on the training pitch with the Rapids 2 side, training day in, day out. One, how rewarding is it to be a part of that group and have this sort of experience, and just how important is this moment, this achievement for the club?
It's been such a fun group to be around, and they've obviously had a wonderful season. And while they are already in playoff mode and have put the regular season behind them, it still needs to be recognized. And the achievement of finishing #1 overall. Sure, after not making the playoffs last year, the commitment that Eric Boucher and his staff and these players have put in to this team, and the energy and the way they've just embraced every single match day, every single training day, even to be a small part of it and to see them grow has been incredible.
So let's talk the MLS NEXT Pro playoffs format, where basically it's the higher seed that gets to choose their opponent. Rapids 2 were not involved in the first round, as they earned a first round bye for finishing top of the West and #1 overall in the league. But now they enter the second stage, the Western Conference semifinals, where with their pick, they have chosen to play San Jose Earthquakes 2. This is a tricky matchup for Rapids 2, I would say.
It is, and there was no easy picks, right? At this point of the playoffs and of the season, I think Eric has decided to go with the lowest seeded team remaining, and that was Earthquakes 2. And the Rapids went early in the season and beat the Earthquakes 2-0 at their place. And then the Earthquakes came to Dick's Sporting Goods Park and played a really good match for them, right? And it wasn't a very good match for the Rapids, but they scored 2 late goals to send that game to penalty shootout, where Adam Beaudry made a couple of really good saves and the Rapids beat them. But this is a team that has gone on the road in the playoffs now and beaten St. Louis, a very good side, in a very good atmosphere. So they are already battle tested in the playoffs. And I think that's going to be the biggest key for Rapids 2. They had the bye. Sometimes that's a good thing to rest up a little bit, but are they out of rhythm now, right? And so Eric Boucher is a very smart, very savvy, very thoughtful coach, and will have the players focusing and putting their energy in the right places. But they're gonna have to understand very quickly that the playoffs look different, they feel different, they sound different, they smell different. Everything is different about the playoffs. And as good of a team as Rapids 2 are, they're gonna have to come and be ready to battle first and foremost, because that's what Earthquakes 2 went into St. Louis and did. And you can almost throw tactics out the window with the first 10, 15, 20 minutes and make sure you establish your physicality straight away, because it's win and you move forward, lose and you go home. And so the Rapids will be preparing all week for a team in Earthquakes 2 who are good on the road, who have already played and won a playoff match on the road, and to make sure they're ready for that, because they're a better football team. They've got better individual players, but you have to be ready to battle first and foremost. And I know Eric and his staff will have these players ready for that.
That's the sort of mentality, that's the sort of grit you have to show in the playoffs to be able to earn results, move ahead, move forward to hopefully win the MLS NEXT Pro Cup, which that can happen here at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. It's up to Rapids 2 if they make it all the way to the final. But to start their playoff run, Rapids 2 will take on San Jose Earthquakes 2 here at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. That match is on Sunday, October 8th. Kickoff is set for 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time. You can catch that match on MLS Season Pass on Apple TV, or come here to Dick's Sporting Goods Park to support the Rapids 2 as they kick off their playoff run.